we're going to do word project number 2 together. And to do that, you need to download this file. So I'm going to click this link right here, and it opens up in Google Documents, Google Drive, but I need this to be in Microsoft Word. So I'm going to come over here to File and choose Download. And when I do that, my computer is set to automatically open up Word documents when they download. And I'm just going to close that. But once I've downloaded this, I go to Windows Explorer. So I could click a Windows icon if I have that on my taskbar, or I could right-click the Start button and choose Open Windows Explorer, or I could just go like my Documents, and that takes me to Windows Explorer. And then I'm going to go to Downloads, and there's the file I downloaded. So the first thing I want to do after I've downloaded a file off the internet is right-click it and scan it for viruses. So depending upon what antivirus software you're running, you might have a different looking link. So right-click it, right-click, and choose Scan for Viruses, and it says None Found, None Found, Close. So I'm going to open this now. And it's going to say, hey, do you want to enable editing because this could contain viruses? Well, I've already scanned it, so I'm going to hopefully, not have any viruses. So I'm going to enable editing. And here's the document that I need to edit. I need to kind of take this text here and make it a little bit better. I'm going to make it a little bit better. How am I going to make it better? If I go back to word project number 2, it says follow these instructions. So I click that link, and now I have to follow all these instructions. So I've already downloaded the file, and I've opened the file. I need to change the left margin to 1.5 inches. And to go back and forth between the document in Microsoft Word and these instructions, which are in Google Chrome, the only browser you should be using, I'm using Alt-Tab on my keyboard, Alt-Tab. So I hold down the Alt key and I press Tab, and it switches me between these open applications. Change left margin to 1.5 inches. So I'm going to select my whole document by pressing Control A as in all, Control A, selects my whole document. And margins, that's going to be like page setup. I might also look under paragraph here. And paragraph, indentation, spacing, general, line and page breaks. Alignment, indentation, that could be considered margins, potentially, or spacing before and after the paragraphs. Let's go to page setup. And to get to page setup, I'm going to go page layout. And I'm going to click this little drop down arrow here for page setup. You'll notice I even have margins right there. Adjust the margins. What the heck? I could go to custom margins if I choose that. So there's many different ways to get there. So I go custom margins, it brings it up, or I click this little down arrow and it brings it up. And I want my left margin to be 1.5 inches. There we go, left margin 1.5 inches. Apply it to the whole document, and bam, everything's over 1.5 inches. Insert a page number at the top of the page using plain number style 1. All right, page number at the top of the page. So I'm going to go, I don't know, where the heck are page numbers? I'm looking under page layout. I'm not seeing page numbers. I'm looking under insert, and I don't know if there are page numbers there. The way I would get there is through headers and footers. But let's just kind of look around here. Well, heck, there we go. Headers and footers and page numbers. And so we need a page number, and it needs to be at the top of the page. And it's plain number 1. Plain number 1. So let's just make sure that's what we're doing. Insert a page number at the top of the page using plain number 1 style. Page number, top of page, plain number 1. Yay! Now we need to add a cover page to the document that uses the stacks style. Enter CIT15 as the title, word test as the subtitle. Let's make it, word assignment number 2. I'm going to change that here. And word instructions. And we're going to make that word assignment number 2. As a subtitle, and replace author name with your name. All right, so that's the next thing we need to do. So I need to come and get out of my header and footer. To get out of my header and footer, I'm going to close header and footer. It's closed. And now I'm going to add a cover page to the document, use the stack style. So I'm just going to click at the beginning of my, well, heck, I'll just click anywhere in my document, choose insert and cover page, and stacks style is what we're looking for, which isn't there for whatever reason on my computer. We got semaphore, sideline, Slice, Slice Dark, ViewMaster, and Wisp. More cover pages from office.com. Well, let's check it out. Element, Insight, Insight 1. That's it. Well, let's go with of your choice. Of your choice. I'm going to go with Semaphore. I like Semaphore. And notice the cover page got inserted wherever, right at the beginning, regardless of where my insertion point was. So my cursor used to be there. I said insert cover page. It inserts at the very beginning of the document. All right, so I'm going to change the instructions here that it doesn't need to be the stack style. Add a cover page document using any document using any style you choose. All right. Enter CIT15 as the title. Word assignment number 2 is the subtitle. So CIT15 and word assignment number 2, and replace the author name with your name. And just get rid of this stuff. Bam. Bam. Wow, it looks great. It looks great. And I could insert the date up here. Sure, there we go. Looks great. All right. We're on to step number 5. We're making headway. Select all and change the font of all the text in the document to Bookman Old Style. Control A to select all, and I'm going to go to Home and choose Font, and they want Bookman Old Style. Bookman Old Style. Yay! All right, and right align the first 3 lines of the text in the document. Let's make sure that's right. Yeah. Right align the first 3 lines of the text in the document, top right, beginning with state and ending with personal safety on campus. Apply bold formatting to these 3 lines. State and ending with personal safety on campus, I think. And ending with personal safety on campus. Okay, well, let's make that bold. And let's right align it and see what happens. The whole paragraph just went right align. I'm not quite sure what they're asking for when they say right align the first 3 lines of text in the document. Top right, beginning with state and ending with personal safety on campus. Apply bold formatting. So I think the only way we could do that, I'm going to hit undo. And I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to select those and just right align them. There we go. I don't know why the instructions are like this, but that's the way I read that. All right, so we right align the first 3 lines of text in the document. Top right, beginning with state and ending with personal safety on campus. Apply bold formatting to these lines. Personal safety on campus. Oh, I see what they're doing. Undo, undo, undo. State and personal safety on campus. So let's right align all that and bold. There we go. And is there some way to kind of adjust that? Because that kind of got a little funny, huh? We could go to View just for hoots and hollers. And we could choose grid lines. And I'm not really seeing the grid line. All right, well, let's get rid of grid lines. Maybe if we move that over just a little. There we go. See, I did that just a little, shrunk it down, and pop, looks a lot better. Just, yeah, it's not even an instruction. So we did that. Insert a blank footer, Fresno City College, your name at the bottom right of the page. Remember to make sure it is not a different first page, but a footer for all pages. So we got to insert a footer. So we're going to come here and go to insert and footer and blank. And there it is. And we're down at first page footer, footer. And right there it says type here. And we don't want a different first page, I don't think. What did it say? It said insert blank footer at the bottom. Remember to make sure it's not a different first page, but a footer for all pages. So get rid of different first page. And now we could type at the bottom right of the page, bottom right. So we want this at the bottom right. So I'm going to type Fresno City College Todd McLeod. You'll put your name here. I'll put Joe Student just to, I'm just pretending I'm a student. There we go. And now I click right at the beginning of that and hit tab, and it brings it over to the right. So it was, wow, Control Z, undo, was right there. I click at the beginning and I hit tab, and it brings it over to the right. That's how you do that. All right, and justify all the headings and body text, justify all the headings and body text in the document, beginning with overview. All the headings and body text. Okay, so I'm going to close my header and footer. I'm going to select overview and drag down all the headings and body text. And there we go. And that's pretty much it. And it wants it full justification. And that's this one right there. Ta-da! Awesome. Select the 5 lines of text under important numbers, then insert a table using convert text to table feature. So we're going to go to important numbers and select all that, and then we want to convert that text to a table. So right click it, and is there anything about convert text to table? I don't see it. What about design, page layout, references, mailing, 3-view, view? So whenever I don't know where something is, what I'm doing is I'm like, where would that be, right? So here's tables under insert, and there's convert text to table. So that works out. Go to insert, choose table, convert text to table. Number of columns, 3. Yeah, that looks like it'd be about right, because we got one thing here, and then we have the next thing. This has 1, 2, 3. Like there's PD, the number, Strickland Hall, 211, 911, 34 Post Road. Let's do 4 and see what happens. And fix with column and separate text at commas. No, paragraphs, tabs. We're just going to have to play with this to see what happens. Undo. And insert table. Let's try convert text table. 3 columns. Okay. That looks all right. I'm going with that. Very good. Insert a table caption below the table with label Fresno City College. So we want a table caption here. So I'm going to select that table. And it brings up table tools once that table's selected, right? So basically just click on that table anywhere, or you could select that little 4-way arrow right there. And I got design and I have layout. And what I'm looking for is a table caption below the table with the label Fresno City College. So table caption. Well, right click is always a good place to go. Insert, no, insert caption. Fantastic. So right clicking. And I'm just wondering if it's also up here in the ribbons. Whatever. And table 1 caption is going to be Fresno City College. Table 1. I'll put a little dash. Position, I'm going to put below selected item. Fresno City College. Awesome. Position the cursor in front of the paragraph that begins State University in the overview section. Press enter once. Move the paragraph titled A Message from the Vice President to below the paragraph titled Overview. Position the cursor in front of the paragraph that begins State University. There we go. And in the overview section, press enter in front of the paragraph that begins that in the overview section. Overview, okay. Press enter once. Move the paragraph titled A Message from Vice President. So all that, we're going to move it. A message from Vice President to below the paragraph title Overview. Here we go. We're going to move that now. So highlight it and then just drag it. Yay! I think that'd look better if it's just a little bit like that. There we go. And select the paragraph below, message from Vice President. Set the left and right paragraph indents to 0.5 inches. So select the paragraph below, message from the Vice President. That's this one. And then we're going to go to paragraph and indent left and right to 0.5. Okay, there we go. Using the default line style, apply 1.5 point wide box border around the paragraph below, message from Vice President, with a shading of all green accent 3, lighter 60%. Default line style, apply a 1.5 point wide box border. So, and that's supposed to be around the paragraph below, message from the Vice President. So around this paragraph, we're going to right click it and choose paragraph. We're not finding it there. So borders, just looking, or format, not there. All right. We're going to go to design, I imagine. Colors, fonts, page borders, watermark, page background. Just looking around for what do we need. We need a border. All right, so it's a little bit tricky to find. So for this step here, where we want to put 1.5 point wide box border around the paragraph, select that paragraph, go to your home ribbon, choose paragraph. Oh, that's not going to be it. Choose this little border thing right here, but that drop-down arrow and borders and shading right there. There we are. And we want 1.5 point, that one. And we're going to do it all the way around. So we say, give me a box, and it puts it all the way around. We're applying it to the paragraph. And so we got 1.5 point wide box border around the paragraph. And with a shading of olive green, shading is going to be olive green accent 3. There we go. That's olive green accent 3, lighter 60%. Style is going to be, there we go, I guess that one. Wow, I'm not liking that. Maybe the border's supposed to be lighter 60%. That's good enough. Green with a border. I'm going to take out that lighter 60% part. Ta-da! Awesome. And let's go take out that lighter 60% part. Yeah, I'm in the editing one. Select a list of commonly stolen items under property safety, beginning with MP3 players and ending with credit cards. Excuse me. There we go. Excuse me. All right. And apply the small square bullet style. Yeah. That looks good. Yeah, small squares. Bullet style. Awesome. The small square bullet can be found when defining a new bullet in symbol wingdings font, character code 167. Let's just make it small square bullet style. If needed. There we go. So if you did need to do this, you would go like this. Define new bullet. And you'd come here in left alignment and symbol, and you choose wingdings. And then see wingdings 167. You type in 167 here, so I could type in 104 or 102. But if I type in 167, it takes me to that square. There it is, and I click OK, and then I would have it in my list, right up there. So if you don't have it in the list, that's how you get it. Change the layout of the bulleted list you just created to 3 columns with column spacing of 0.25 inches. Okay, we're going to go to columns, and we do that under, I don't know, you look for text box, design, page layout, columns, 3 columns. And so my bullets are highlighted, and then here I went to columns and 3 columns. And I wonder if there's under more columns there. I clicked more columns, under columns, more columns, and it wants column spacing of 0.25 inches. Column spacing of 0.25 inches. Yeah, tightening it in a little. A lot of flexibility. So that's the benefit of this exercise, is you get to see, like, wow, you can really get intricate with Microsoft Word. Under personal safety, create a numbered list from the list of steps, beginning trust your instincts through as quickly as possible using the default numbering style. Trust your instincts as quickly as possible. There we go. And numbered list, home. Yeah, it's just going to be right there. Number, alignment, left. Bam, perfect. Select the picture at the top of the document and delete in the same position. Insert a picture titled located within the pictures folder. Change the text wrapping. Select the picture at the top of the document. Delete. Find another picture online that you like. Then insert that picture into the same position. Change the text wrapping to square. Move the logo. So I'm going to go back to this document, and I'm going to get rid of that picture. Bye-bye. And I'm going to go online, and I'm just going to find some other picture I like. Google, and search for dog, and search for images. And I think I like that one. Copy, right-click it, copy image. And your choices might look different if you're not using Google Chrome. And once again, I reiterate, use Google Chrome. Copy the image, and then Control V as in victory, Control V as in victory, paste the image, and I'm going to resize the image. Clicked it and grab the sizing handle and resizing it. And I'm going to come over here to format the image and go to wrap text, type, and I'm going to move the image over to the left. There we go. That's my awesome dog. I like it. What's our next instruction? Left align the date at the top of the document. Okay. This date right here, left align. There we go. Replace the word president with the words vice president. So I'm going to hit Control. Well, on your home ribbon, you got over here replace. Okay, so click that. I'm on the home ribbon, and then click replace. I'm going to replace president with vice president. Replace all. One replacement was made. Fantastic. Close. A message from the vice president, it now says. On the second page, in the second bullet, in the section called Common Safety Tips, bold the words free of charge. Second page. Control F, free. And I'm just looking, free of charge. There it is. So that's how I found it. Control B, highlight it, Control B. So to do that, what you just saw me do is Control F brings up find. And I just searched for free, and it showed me all the places in the document where free is. And I said, I want this one where it's free of charge. And then I just closed that because I found free of charge. And then I highlighted it and pressed Control B, as in bold, which is the same thing as that right there. Free of charge. Select the paragraph title Overview. Change the font to Times New Roman 22-point italics. Paragraph title Overview. 22 times italics. Times New Roman 22 italics. Times New Roman 22 italics. Select the paragraph title Overview using the Format Painter. Apply the same format changes to the 5 remaining paragraph headings, starting with heading Personal Safety. All right, so this is highlighted, right? I want all these to look like that. So I select it, and I come up here, and I double-click the Format Painter. Double-click turns it on and keeps it on. Now I just paint that over, BAP, and gives it that formatting. Paint it over, BAP. Paint it over, BAP. Paint it over, BAP, and then click it to turn it off. In the second paragraph, under Property Safety, delete the word sucks in the last sentence. Insert a page break in front of the title. Common safety tips. In the second paragraph, under Property Safety. Right here, and then they want that deleted. Delete the word sucks in the last sentence. Insert a page break in front of the title, Common Safety. There goes sucks. And page break in front of that. So I just click in front of Common Safety and go to page layout, break, page break. Ba-boom! And print the entire document. No. Save the document, upload it to Blackboard. You're done. The end. All right, so that's what you need to do the word deal, okay? That's what it should kind of look like when you're all done. All right, you got to do this. That's one of our assignments. It's required. It's required for this class. Do this assignment. I know it's kind of drab and droll and not very creative and not very applicable, but it does show you some of the intricacies that you could use with Microsoft Word. This has to be done by department order. By department order, you have to do this. So it's required for this class. You must do this. So thank you for doing it.